Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how I got this look, and believe it or not, it is using all drugstore products. I know. Like I said in my 2018 beauty favorites, my channel has become 80% high-end makeup, and I want to change that. So here's a full video dedicated to drugstore makeup. Some products aren't entirely drugstore, but they are very affordable. So anyways, if you guys want to know how I got this look using all drugstore products, just keep on watching. Hey guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're going to start with the face today, and the amount of products that I have pulled is a lot. Don't know what I'm going to be using today. Don't know what kind of look we're going for. It's going to be a surprise for me, but you guys already know the look. So starting off with primer. This is the only drugstore primer that I have, really. It's the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. I prefer this one over the poreless one, which is the other drugstore primer that I have. So we're going to be using this today. It's just like a clear silicone that we're going to be using to smooth out our skin. For foundation today, I'm actually going to mix two foundations together. They're both from L'Oreal, the True Match line. This one is just the regular one, and I also have the Lumi. This is a great foundation from the drugstore, along with the Maybelline Super Stay foundation. My skin is just too much on the drier side at the moment. I'm not going to be using this one today, even though I did mention this in my 2018 beauty favorites. But today we are mixing both of these. This one is in the shade W1-2 Porcelain Ivory. This one is in the shade W2 Light Ivory. I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand, so shake it up first. And I really like how the Lumi has a pump. Wish this one had a pump. Life would be so much easier. And I'm going to first just start by dotting it on my face. And these are both like light to medium coverage foundations, whereas the Maybelline one is a full coverage foundation. But I like the way that these foundations look on my skin, because I feel like any skin type could wear these. If you're more on the dry, just use the Lumi. If you're more on oily, just use the regular True Match. Or if you have skin kind of like mine, mix them together. Here's just one cheek done. As you guys can see, it's not like super full coverage, and it's not like caking up on my skin and making my skin like it's sucking out all the moisture in my skin. It's just giving this like natural hydrating look while still looking natural, which I really like. And I'm using the Real Technique sponge, and this has to be my favorite drugstore dupe for the Beauty Blender. I find myself reaching for the Real Technique sponge on a daily basis, whereas if I want to feel more glam, then I'll use my Beauty Blender. So I have a light layer of that foundation all over my skin, and I find that the W2 in the True Match shade range is the perfect match for me personally. It's not too warm, not too cool, not too neutral, not too light, not too dark. Just the perfect shade for me, and that's very rare even in like high-end foundations, so thumbs up for me. For concealer, this is the only drugstore concealer that I have, and it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour in the shade C2. There are some new concealers that have just recently launched that I'm hoping to get later on, or like even just throughout the year, so I can have more drugstore concealers to feature in my videos, because I use like the same now two concealers, and I think you guys want more than just to concealer recommendations from me. But I'm gonna apply this in the center of my face, if there's even any in here. Go ahead and blend that out. I thought I had more of the Revolution concealer in the actual tube, but I don't. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 15 Fair underneath my eyes, even though this seems to be too dark. It's literally the only concealer that I really have. So we're not gonna have like a super bright under eye today, I guess. So this is how the skin looks at the moment. It's very natural and not like super drying. It's very, I would say it's almost dewy in a way. You will have to set this. For powder, we have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05. This is a little dark, I mean a little light. And I want to bake underneath my eyes. First, using my ring finger to first tap out any creases. And with the Real Technique sponge, I'm just taking a light layer of the powder and setting the rest of my face. Now that I have set the rest of my face, I'm just going to wipe away the under eye bake. And that's how long I like to keep my bake on for. Not too long, not too little, just enough to fully set. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 1 Natural, the one for lighter skin tones, and I'm just bronzing up the skin because I feel like when you have a nice bronze, your skin just looks healthy. For blush, I'm going in with the Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade Satin Coral. And with blush, I kind of bring it up on the temples just a tiny bit and over the nose to like make the look very coherent. For highlight, I have a few options. One option is the e.l.f. Highlighting HD Powder in this shade Starlight Glow. If you guys saw my video on products that I rarely use, this is the highlight that I have featured. And ever since I filmed that, I've been wearing this daily. But also the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powders. I have one in the shade Blossom Glow, and another in the shade Precious Petals, and like this highlight has gone through the ringer. I'm going to swatch all these highlights for you guys. So up top we have Precious Petals, Blossom Glow, and Starlight Glow. I think I might do a mixture of Blossom Glow and Starlight Glow just because I have featured this on my channel for what feels like forever now. I don't know if you guys could call this Drugstore, but the Mario Badescu facial spray. Again, it's been a holy grail product of mine for what feels like forever. So I'm going to first spray the skin and then apply highlight. So I'm going to focus on this side first, just so that we have a little bit of damp skin. I'm also going to highlight my chin and above the brow bone with this brush, and go in with an eyeshadow brush for my Cupid's bow and nose. And I find that highlighting the center of the face just really completes the look. For brows, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. This is the brow pencil that I've been using lately, and I have to say it is a pretty good brow pencil. And I'll have the video linked down below of where I kind of like talk you guys through how I do my brows. So if you haven't checked that out, highly suggest checking it out. But I'm just gonna fill in my brows. My brows are all filled in, and now I'm gonna set them with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in just the clear one. A lot of times I don't even set my brows. Let's go on to our eyes. For an eyeshadow primer, if you guys don't want to go in with concealer as primer, one primer that I recommend is the J-Cat Beauty All About That Base Nude Shadow Primer. It'll still give you the same effect as putting concealer. It'll just block out any like discoloration that you have on your lids and give you guys an even base. And I'm one of those people that does set their primer, or else my shadows and everything will crease. So I'm just taking more powder on my beauty sponge and setting it. So many eyeshadow palettes that we can play with, and I just don't know what kind of look I want. We're gonna just play around with some shadows today. I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach eyeshadow palette and go into both the transition shades combined as my transition shade. On that same brush, I'm going to go into this shade in the e.l.f. Mad for Matte shadow palette. I'll have all the names of everything, products that I used in the Google Doc, which is linked down below. I'm going to now go into the Makeup Revolution Soft X palette and dip into a combination of the shades Peaches and Danger. I'm going to dip into the shades Peaches and Tiramisu on my lower lash line. I'm going to take the Rimmel Stay Matte lip color in the shade Blush. I'm going to take it on my hand, and with a small flat shader brush, I'm going to actually apply this to the lid and then work kind of fast and dip into Tiramisu and Strawberry Sweets and set it. Was it exactly what I was going for? No, but not mad at it. I'm going to take that same combination of shadows on my Luxie blending brush to blend this, because that can be the difficult part about doing something like this, is that the cream doesn't want to move after you set it. So mascara, I'm using the Ulta Ultimate Lash. Don't know if you guys would consider this drugstore, but it is drugstore prices. I'm going to go into the Blossom Glow highlight and highlight my inner corners and brow bone. I'm going to line with the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Pencil in Dusty Rose and fill it in with the L'Oreal Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in Blush. And I'm going to take that same combination of eyeshadows and apply that right on top. And 45 minutes later, my hair is now done. It's just like one of those days, and I really think it's this shirt, because whenever I wear this shirt, I don't like how my makeup or my hair turns out. So anyways, if you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel or get a thumbs up or both. If you guys have any video requests, you can leave them in the comments down below or at me on my social media, which is all under SassieBeauty YT, same as spelled terrible, Twitter and Instagram. Go follow my brand's Instagram account, which is SassieBeauty, along with go shop SassieBeauty on Etsy. I'll have everything listed and linked down below. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.